All right. So, welcome to the Show to Uncut podcast. It's me, King E, and over here is my boy, Frost CP. How's everybody doing?
Thank you, Mr. E.
Yeah, so how's everybody doing? Everybody's doing good? You all right, CP?
Yeah, man. Still hanging
I
in.
I hear you. So, what's going on with you this week, man? Anything new happening for you this week?
Oh no, not too much. Anything is going on with me this week. We're just trying to stay in and make sure that we're okay. And tomorrow we're gonna go get tested for the corona. That's very important. Go get tested.
Wow.
Make sure that you're not spreading it or that you got it or whatnot. Figure out what you got to do to find out what's going on with us, because we don't want nobody being sick around us, and we don't want nobody being sick around me and her personally. That's me and my family.
Yeah, I haven't gotten myself checked on it yet. I haven't had any symptoms, but apparently that doesn't matter. You can be asymptomatic and you can still have it. So I need to do that myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was when I was working north side of Houston, I saw they had like the testing centers and stuff like those testing areas rather. People can go get tested. And they said the only way you can go there is if you get a code from a doctor so that you can show up at the testing site to take your test. But if you don't have that code, whatever that they're supposed to have for you, you couldn't get tested at the you couldn't get tested at the location. And you couldn't get tested at the hospitals either because the hospitals were too full.
Are they texting you code?
Well, you go to the like what they were doing was you go to the doctor, all right, with whatever problem you have, or if you just want to get tested or make sure everything's okay with you, you go to the doctor, and the doctor say, okay, what's going on with you? You say, okay, I got these symptoms. The doctor will say, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and give you this paper, this code or whatever. You go to the site, get tested, and the site does all the testing and everything else like that. You know,
like a prescription, and give you a prescription. Go get
yeah. So the site gives you the prescription and you everything checked out. But I was looking at it, and they were saying that all the numbers are really, really high. I mean, a few months back, talking about a few months back, they were saying the numbers were really, really high, and I noticed that. While I was there, I mean, just throughout the day, I'd only seen like maybe 4 or 5 cars actually use that testing site at a time. So I was wondering how they would get the large numbers, or if they weren't even getting all the real true numbers because everybody was inside the house, you know? So,
yeah, folks are worried about, it's just like AIDS or HIV.
Yeah.
They just worried about finding out that they actually have
Yeah.
it. And, like all these commercials are saying on TV, you have to go get tested. You have to go get yourself checked out. You can't be scared.
Oh, I'm not scared. I'm definitely going to do it.
You can't.
Yeah.
Oh, not you. I'm talking about our viewers. You can't be scared of this shit. Y'all got to get out the house, do what you need to do, find out, keep your hands out of your face, wash your hands, go get tested, and see what you can do, and play your part in this world.
Definitely, man. Because I noticed that when they opened up everything in Texas, that it was packed. The testing site was packed after that, and so the numbers, of course, went up too. But then at the same time, I'm looking at it like, it's people who've been quarantined for quite a long time, but coming out saying, "Hey, I got it." So
But I don't need you coming out to tell me that you got it. Just stay in your damn house.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
So, but that's how it is. Right now, everybody just needs to get tested and get yourself, taken care of. And if you can, possibly stay home, stay safe. Find something to watch online. Watch us. But whatever you can do,
please.
You can do, stay home, enjoy yourself. Don't come out.
If you're not feeling well, stay home.
That's for sure.
If you're not feeling well, stay home.
So, we got going on right now is we got a couple things I want to discuss. So I I had a discussion like this on Facebook about this situation because I thought it was strange to me, but apparently some people feel a little different about it. All right, so it was this photo of a guy sitting there playing PlayStation while his wife is in labor. Okay, now now I'm in my mindset, and I guess I might be a little old, traditional minded, but in my mindset, if you're sitting there, um, while your wife is in labor, like, you know, trying to, get, kill somebody on Call of Duty, your focus might be off.
You
But
might
then,
you
yeah,
might be you might be a douchebag, but your wife might be like, "Hey, just go home, chill out. I'll come home. I don't want to see your face. You did this to me. Leave me the hell alone." Your wife might understand it, or your
that
significant partner, whatever
that's
is
for
going
sure.
on.
That's for sure. But um, apparently, people felt like, hey, I'm sitting in this hospital for 36 hours, sometimes longer than that, and it gets a little boring. You're just sitting in there waiting for the baby to come out. You don't know when it's coming, so it's good to have your game around. I, I don't know, man. I just still feel like it's, got to be a little bit traditional with it. But I understand what people are upset and what people are saying because, when I came out, because I was like, yo, you got to be straight trash if you're sitting up in the hospital, with your wife like
Well,
that.
see, I look at it like, hey, it's the wife's decision. If she wants you to go home. If you don't feel like going home, then what you need to do is y'all need to holler at one of these handheld
That's
games, like a Game
that's what I
Boy
said. I
or
said, man, get yourself some cell phone games.
something. Yeah, something. Yeah, a cell phone game, something like
I mean,
that. Plug something up into the wall, play it until you run out of batteries. But wait on your wife. That's what
I'm
I would do. I would
I
wait on her. But I met one of my first friends like that. I bought a brand new PlayStation, and this was like the little gray console. And we're sitting there playing, and he's like, "Well, my wife is in labor right now. We're playing with all these different people." And I told him, "Hey, shout out where you're from and what you're doing right now." It's about maybe 8 people online or whatever. And I'm sitting there listening to everybody, and everybody had a little fun story. His story was that he was wherever he was, and his wife was in labor, and that was the anchor of the story. Like everybody else had said what they had to say, and everybody was in shock. But that was one of my best friends. We played for a long time until the PlayStation unfortunately got stolen. But that was one of my best friends for a long time. Just like King Ing, we met on Xbox, and we've been
well,
friends
yeah,
for a long
over a
time.
decade now, I guess, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Um. So, but in this particular picture, though, and this is what tripped me out. In this particular picture, the man, the man was had his back turned, with sitting there playing his PlayStation in the same room, in the labor room.
Oh, skunk. Now that's a little
That's my
different.
point. See, it's a little
That's a
different
little
if you
different.
actually in the labor room with the PlayStation.
No, 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 no,
I,
no,
I
no,
mean,
no.
am I
That's not
wrong
cool.
for thinking maybe you shouldn't be?
No, that's
Now, I
not.
mean,
That's not
now
cool.
me personally, I don't think you should be bringing the Xbox to the hospital at all anyway. And but
I got a partner. I got a
but
partner.
yeah,
Listen. I got a partner. He had what he did was he constructed like with some plexiglass. He put a battery in that thing. He put the console in there. He made little. He is brilliant. I don't want to say his name because I don't want to put his shit out there like that. But he could bring it to work. He had like a little mini screen that you would put in the car. His game was Taken, and he'd be sitting there playing that game at work when we had downtime. If you got it like that,
no,
yes, but
I
you
ain't
don't
gonna
do
lie,
it
I
in the
did do.
labor room.
I have
It,
hooked up my Xbox a certain way to where it played on my desk at work. And so
Yeah, yeah.
when I'm when I'm on
Hey.
my break or whatever else, and nobody in my office and nobody don't know what's going on, yes, I've definitely
Mm-hmm.
played some Xbox in
Yeah.
there at work. At
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 different jobs actually. I've done that.
Get smaller Xboxes and get or PlayStations because I remember they came out about that small at one point in time. It was about that thin, and you couldn't like really do too much on them, like plug up a 4-man play a game, but you could have it. You could build something and put it around. You can put some juice on that thing. They got battery chargers and stuff
Hmm.
like that where you can charge up something and sit there. You can play it, but you don't play it play it in the waiting room. Don't play it in where they giving birth. You need to be out with your phone taking pictures of this unless she's not in the mood to deal with you. Like you
I
like
can agree.
get out.
I can definitely agree to that.
Mm-mm.
I just feel like
Be
I
in the
feel like
waiting
yeah,
room.
it's up
That's
to the
just
woman who's in the labor. She could tell you how much focus she
yep.
want to be on her or she want to be on whatever.
She want her she want her hand held like I'm here for you, or she get out, get
Yeah,
out.
well,
She doesn't want to see you. It just depends on what you can take. If you can sit there and watch somebody birth a child, I don't know, because sometimes they be looking demonish, and then some of them just go, and they be like, "Is it over?"
yeah,
Oh well, hand me my baby. Okay, and then it be over. But it just depends on your whole situation. You can't just be playing with your back turned. It's like, hey, how you doing over there, honey? You hanging in there? You can't do that. You
that's
can't.
what I'm
What?
getting at, man. It's like it's a time and place, man. Time and place for everything. It's things.
Yeah, time and place for everything. You sitting over there
you know. Hey,
playing
but look, check this
in
out.
matching clothes and
Check this
stuff.
out. So, man, that brings it up to like this time and place for everything, and when the time when things should never be. All right, so just saying
Hmm.
this over, we're just gonna use this as a nice little segue to get over to our topic for the day. Our topic for the day is the black card, the use of the black card. Um, recently there was a friend of ours that had a friend with another white guy, and he gave that guy the white card, and this white card allowed apparently the white dude to say nigga, and
Hmm.
I was when I first heard it, I said, oh hell no. And so the guy walked away. The guy walked away, and I said, "Man, why is homeboy saying you know, nigga?" And I was like, well, "How is that?"
How did
Yeah,
he get
how?
away
Yeah,
with it?
because I'm like,
How did
"How
he
is
get
he?
away with it?
How are y'all talking like this? How is he getting away?" And he was a younger guy, and he told me, he said, "Hey, yeah, I gave him the black card. So we get along, we cool and everything else. It don't bother me if he said." I said, "Oh hell no." I
Hmm.
said, "You gonna have to tell him nah. That black card don't exist no more." Like he was a younger guy, but his mindset was, hey, um, his mindset was, hey, I it was okay, you know.
I can get away with it
Yes,
because I have a whole bunch of black
yeah, and
friends.
that's
No, that not necessarily. They
yeah.
don't
And we
look
had to
like
tell him,
that.
say, hey, look, that definitely, yeah,
Watch it.
it's not something we should necessarily allow. And so a lot of times we don't think about that term. We just use it and everything's okay. Everybody's all right with it because that's what we been used to us talking about, or we used to having friends, and we want them to feel that they're just as comfortable being around us. But at the same time, it's disrespectful to you, disrespectful to like um, everyone else. You know, I don't think we should ever allow anybody else to
Hmm.
say nigga. And I don't really think we should say nigga for one. But
Well, I think nigga is a term of endurement. Now, when you get like our comedians say, when you get that grr, that's when it's problem was nigga
okay,
ga.
okay, but again though,
That's
again
when
though,
it gets a
I
little
hear you,
serious.
but again though, you know, I've heard it come out of black people's mouth sometimes. I'd be like, that didn't sound right coming out your mouth. Like it don't always sound right. And I gotta be real. It's just, like it don't even matter if it's coming from a term of endearment. Sometimes it's just that sound and like, hey, you know, and so I just I was thinking about that, man. I was like, man, we can't have this black card thing. That black card thing got to die.
Well, you got all kinds of different cards, man. It depends on what you say and how you say it. Now, uh, bitch can be used as a term as a dog, a female dog, or my girl, or I don't like your attitude. Same thing with other cards. You can use it a certain way. You just gotta be able to say it without offending someone, because somebody that might not even have that card in their wallet might be offended because you talking to somebody else. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, sir. They ain't got no reason to be up in our conversation. But you got other people that get offended real quick. Y'all need to stay in your own lane. Some of y'all need to just mind your business. But
Yeah, but then it's still
just
you're
how you
right, but
say it.
I'm not gonna.
Listen. One more card. One more card. Um, I asked someone, because I say it all the time. I'll be like, man, that's gay. That's gay. That's gay. Now I don't say gay I'll say, look, if you can come up with a better term for me saying something, like I was like, or bull, like other than bullshit or whatever, and y'all can comment on this. I don't mind. But just understand, I got a bunch of folks in my life that are on that note. But when I say that's gay, I'm not looking at it like a lifestyle. I'm looking at it like this is some bullshit. Like this. I won't say. I said I wouldn't get into political type stuff, but some of this stuff that's going on is gay, and they should be ashamed of themselves. They're trying to send people out to die, and it's just not right to me. I call bullshit. I call any of give me any kind of words that you think is just like any kind
Well,
of
I
curse
mean,
words or anything else
that
other
was the
than gay.
intention. That was the intention. Like if you said something was gay back in the day, it just meant it wasn't a great thing, it wasn't a good thing.
Happy.
And then
No. Back in the day, it meant, hey, keep it happy.
I mean,
Just
that's
keep
back
everything
in the day, but
flowing.
now it's changed until
Yeah.
when you say it's gay, it comes off as saying that you're saying it's bad. And when you're saying it's bad, people who
It's
are actually
bad,
gay come off
or
saying, so you're just saying that we're all
slur.
bad. So
Not a
a slur.
slur.
Yes,
That's
it's a slur. Yeah, it's a
a
slur.
slur.
And
Slur. I
yeah,
said
and so
slur. I'm
what our
sorry. Not
meaning
slur. Not slut whore, but
and what our meaning is, it probably we should have never ever got to that point of us saying, "Oh, it sounds gay." We shouldn't have got to that point, but that at the same time, again, what we meant from it didn't necessarily mean what everyone else meant from it.
exactly.
So
Say it how you mean it, because then I understand how you coming at it. Once I understand how you
I
coming
know
at it,
some
then
gay people
either
who
we're
would be like,
cool
I know
or
some
we're
gay
not.
people who would be like, would still say it like, "Hey, that's gay," you know, and
Yeah.
and but the whole idea of it is it's not supposed to get to that point, but it does. And so
Mm,
like you gotta,
yeah. I'm sorry to
yeah, you
say it,
gotta
but
watch.
I can
Yeah,
agree
so
with
you
you.
gotta watch how we say things to people, man. We definitely have to watch how we say things to people
Mm-hmm.
because everything
Watch your mouth.
exactly. Um, because right now it's we at a heightened state of it can go left real quick right now with everything going
Mm,
how it is. You know,
yeah. Yes,
definitely.
indeed.
I talk about it all the time and I say it and people think I say, oh no, it won't happen, but it's too much bad going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
Yeah.
people out there killing us, and people and riots going on and protests going on. and people pretending they listen, but they not really listening, and we know they ain't listening.
Hey, though, I'm sorry to stop you. Hey, is it Pride weekend?
Hmm? I think that was last
Is
week.
it Pride weekend? Oh, damn. Shout out to the Pride folks, man. Hey, like I said, this is nothing, it's nothing personal. I'm not trying to upset you in any type of way. We just having a topic here, and we want to make sure that everybody understands us, the way we speak, and the way we think. It's not nothing but shout out to Pride. Hey, if it wasn't last week, if it's this week, shout out to Pride.
Definitely. Shout out to that organization and so forth as well. But in general, guys, let's just make sure that we pay attention to what's going on. I don't really feel like we've been doing that lately at all. I don't think we've been paying attention to what's been going on, and we so focused on what's on the news currently. We'll be on one thing once, and then we'll switch over to another thing another thing next, and people get forgotten, stuff like that. And we just need to kind of pay attention to everyone and everything that's going on right now, and pay attention to your family for sure. Um, Especially right now, your family's going through a lot, and they not, they might be like me. I don't say anything if I'm going through something most of the time. Most of the time, I'll just deal with what I got to deal with. I'm not going to sit around here and talk about it, complain about it, and make everybody else feel sad. That's not my own way.
I'm not gonna share that energy.
Exactly, that's not my way. If you ask me about it, I'll tell you about it because you get what you asked for. But
if you ask me, I'd be like, look, just leave me the hell alone. Trust, you know how I am. I'll come back and holler at you, and I'll be good. But if I'm not in a good mood, I'm gonna bring a bad mood to everybody. Don't ask me nothing. Jamal, I don't like how you're feeling. No, 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 no. Hey, just leave me alone. I'll come back tomorrow. I'll be.
It's
good.
getting to a point to where like on the mental side, they always ask, black men. They say, hey, how do y'all vent? And whether we're doing certain activities, nobody always knows this is how we vent. I might hop on the Xbox or whatever, just go through just killing everything I could possibly kill on those games because I'm just venting. Or I might hop on and I might go hang out with some friends or whatever and relax and just try to ease away whatever pain I'm dealing with, whatever situation I'm dealing with. I never really know exactly why, or how I vent, except for I find something to do.
Some folks might drink, some folks might smoke, some folks might play games, some folks they might have sex, whatever makes you happy. Some folks might go for a hike. Some people might work out. Whatever you do.
You have to really understand it. Like, they want us to be able to talk about our situations and our problems and the things that bother us, but as black men, we don't necessarily always have that same outlet to be able to open our mouth out and say, hey, what's really bothering us or what's really going on. Either it's because we don't think that person's going to listen, or we don't think that
some people hard of hearing.
Yeah. A lot of times people are fighting with you when you're trying to tell them what's wrong instead of just realizing, hey, this is what's wrong with us right now. This is what we're going through. So, you don't really have that outsource to go vent. Or we don't have that time to go vent. And the society has really made it to where they don't really allow us to vent at the end of the day. Like they talk about the black man and put us down so much that we don't realize, how we can vent and where we can vent and so forth. And it's so that when everyone else hear us try to vent or attempt to vent, that backfires on us big time.
Very frustrating.
Yes, it is. But a lot of people don't realize that. So our venting is however we can, whatever activity we can put ourselves into at that moment or at that time. It may not always be good, it may not always be bad, but we're definitely going to be doing something. we're not really gonna talk about our problems all the time. And it's not coming from toughness; it's just coming from the situations that we in. It's not a pride thing. Definitely not a pride thing. It's just a situation we in. We don't
want to spread no bad energy around here. We got too much bad energy already
exactly.
going around.
It's a responsibility on how we handle our. It's a responsibility and an irresponsibility on how we handle or how we vent. But that's what we're left with. That's how it is, bro. So it is what it is. That's for sure. So I just want to let everybody know, the merchandise and shirts and everything started coming in. So I got one of the shirts on right now. You know, Shelter Uncut. You know, this is the first edition, first shirt right here. I want you guys to go out on our site and actually pick it up. It's gonna be our merch.streamelements.king of Iceland, and just pick that up. You know, it's flashing to the screen all throughout. Make sure you guys are picking up all of our merchandise, because right now, not actually right now, forever, what we're going to be doing is giving away for charities and so forth as well. But all of our proceeds that we're giving away 15% of it to charities. I think right now we're still doing our charity with the Lawrence and Henson Foundation. So we definitely want to support them and support their cause, because what they're doing right now for as far as mental health for Black people and Black communities and so forth, and it's very helpful to us. So definitely get in there, help us out. We help them out. We help us out. That's the way it works.
Please.
Definitely helping each other out throughout this whole process. So I want to build something that's going to be able to grow into something beautiful and something great for everybody. All right. CP?
Hey man, you got any more topics?
Hey, we can go ahead and just call it for now. I think we got it good to go for right now, man. It's been a great discussion.
My initial thing that I say is peace up, A-Town down. Thanks for looking at us and taking the time to listen. And you got anything
It was
else,
on
man?
June 27th, yesterday. Definitely a day for H-Town. Definitely a day for Houston. So I just want to shout out to them too. And also shout out to another place where I'm from, where I love, Savannah, Georgia. You know, I love that place forever, man. That's where I really grew up and learned everything that my instincts, where they kicked in at. So,
Now that I did not know about you, that you was off the
oh yeah,
messing around with my cousin.
oh yeah, that was definitely.
I bet you, y'all partied something good down
I don't
there.
know if I partied with them, but I definitely had a good time in Savannah, man. That's definitely my place, man, where I go with my family. You know.
I need to go to that spot again.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
Definitely. I haven't been down there for about a couple of years now, so I definitely head back myself and visit the family and some of my friends down there and just catch up with everybody, because we've been gone for too long as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Bees that way sometimes.
But yes. So we'll go ahead and cut everything off right now. Everybody, we do appreciate you guys for tuning in for the time you did. Appreciate it. You guys have a nice day, nice Sunday. Appreciate yourselves. Love yourselves. Take care.